Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Indian School of Physics. This is Nitin here, and today again I have come with a very interesting and very conceptual problem. So here is the statement of this problem. On a fixed smooth inclined plane, there exists a vessel with non-compressible liquid in uniform gravity as shown in the figure. Initially the liquid level was horizontal when the vessel was at rest. Now the vessel is released. What angle the free liquid surface will make with respect to the incline? And discuss the expressions of pressure difference between the 2 points along incline and perpendicular to the incline. That is, find PA minus PB and PA minus PC. A is this point here, you can see A, this is C, and this is B. So pressure difference between these 2 points and pressure difference between these 2 points we have to find out. Let's discuss the concept point. It's a very rarely used concept, and it's a very powerful tool in order to reduce the solution to a great extent. So I'll suggest viewers to remember this, and there are many applications of this concept. So here you can say for a free liquid surface at rest, the net force will always be perpendicular to the surface, as liquid cannot sustain the shear force. Tangential force it cannot sustain, otherwise liquid will start moving. So if we say liquid is at rest, definitely along the tangent net force has to be 0. So that is, net force along the surface will be 0. So this information we are going to use in many applications, even if liquid is moving. But if you can choose a frame from where liquid will appear stationary to you, you can still apply this concept. That's the reason it's a very good method. So here it is. Let's draw the free body diagram of any liquid particle with respect to vessel. The reason for choosing vessel is because with respect to this vessel or this observer, he will find that liquid is at rest. And if liquid is at rest, we can use the logic that net force along the tangent is going to be 0. Alright, so here I'm assuming that liquid surface is making angle of some alpha with respect to the inclined plane. This line is parallel to the incline, and alpha is the angle made by the liquid surface. So if I choose any liquid molecule here, I'll draw the free body diagram of it. When we release this vessel on the inclined plane, vessel starts moving down the incline with acceleration of g sine theta. And if it is moving with g sine theta, and I'm drawing the free body diagram of this liquid particle, which is shown in the red color, with respect to this observer, we need to apply pseudo force. So let's draw the free body diagram. This is the horizontal and this is the incline, and with respect to incline, surface is making angle of alpha. So this angle is alpha for us. This is the line, this is the line along which surface is present. All right. So here the forces which will be acting according to this observer, one is mg, that is the mass of the liquid particle, into g, and another one will be pseudo force. Pseudo force will come because this vessel is moving with acceleration of g sine theta. So corresponding pseudo force will be mg sine theta in opposite direction, and this angle will be alpha. So as this angle is alpha plus theta, I can say this angle is going to be pi by 2 minus alpha plus theta. There are only these two forces which are acting on this liquid molecule. So I can easily say that net force along the surface must be 0. If I do that, if I resolve these forces, pseudo force component along the surface is mg sine theta cos alpha. Similarly, the weight mg component along the surface is mg cos of pi by 2 minus alpha plus theta, which will become sine alpha plus theta. So if I see here, mg gets cancelled. This side it is sine theta cos alpha. Sine a plus b formula, if I simplify, this entire term is going to get cancelled, and I'll be getting sine alpha cos theta is equal to 0. Since inclination is given, definitely this theta is not pi by 2, and if theta is not pi by 2, cos theta cannot be 0. That means definitely this sine theta is going to be 0, sine alpha is going to be 0, and if sine alpha is 0, directly I can say that alpha is going to be 0. That means when we release it, this free liquid surface is going to be parallel to the inclined plane. Earlier the shape will be, it will be in the horizontal direction perpendicular to G. it will be perpendicular to G. But after this vessel is released, this liquid surface will become parallel to this inclined plane. This is what we are getting because alpha is 0. So here you can say on release of the vessel, the liquid surface becomes parallel to the incline. It should be incline actually. I have written it. It should become parallel to the inclined plane. All right. So let's do the pressure calculation. So I'll be using the G effective logic here. So G effective actually is vector G minus vector A, where A is the acceleration of the vessel. So in this case, acceleration of the vessel is G sine theta, the under incline. So minus of that will become opposite side. So G sine theta this side and G is in this direction. So basically if you see this G and G sine theta, its component along the surface becomes 0. This is what just now we have derived. This is what we have derived. You can see here these two will cancel each other. So the overall force we are having G cos theta, the component of gravity along, or you can say perpendicular to the surface, it is going to be in this direction. So pressure variation will occur only along G cos theta. Along the incline there will not be any pressure difference, there will not be any change in pressure. So very easily I can say, so overall this is the G effective. So you can see here PA will become equal to PB because there is no G effective in this direction. So PA is equal to PB, and here this pressure, because overall G effective component is this side, that is G cos theta. So I can easily say that PA is greater than PC. So PA minus PC should be rho G H. H is going to be this distance and G is going to be G effective. So it will become PA minus PC is equal to rho liquid into G cos theta into distance AC. That is going to be the answer for the pressure part. So I hope you have enjoyed this solution and you have learned something new. This concept reduces the calculation significantly. So you can use it wherever you find such type of situation. Even if liquid is rotating, you can always use that concept where we get parabolic surfaces. It works there also, it works everywhere. So if you have enjoyed this video, leave a like, share it with others, and if you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe it. Thanks for watching the video.